Hello everyone, welcome back to the lecture series of Managerial Economics. This is one of the most important video related to a case study on persistent food inflation and RBI's monetary policy response. So this case study has taken from the RBI source. So in this video, you'll come to know that what is the reason for food inflation and how the RBI has taken the policy, the monetary policy to control the food inflation. Let's get started. So first of all, I would like to give the overview. And here, this case study is mainly talking about the monetary policy responses and how RBI tackle the persistent food inflation in India. So they have identified the changing drivers, especially in the form of food items. Also, what are the major challenges faced by the supply side? What are the challenges affecting this continuous, fluctuating environment? The key highlights of this particular case studies are shift in inflation drivers, and second one is persistence of inflation. If I talk about like a shift in inflation drivers, earlier in the era of 1960 to 1990s, it was driven mainly by food items, especially sugar and cereals. Whereas in the year of 2008 and after 2008 onwards, it is driven by the driving inflation drivers are proteins, fruits, and vegetables, and their their price hike we could not control. Earlier it was like a sugar and cereals, but after 2008, the fast inflating products are proteins, fruits, and vegetables. So the reason for persistence inflation. So unlike short-term price hike, current food inflation is persistent and demanding policy intervention. Through the protein prices, pressure reduced slightly in 2011 to 12. Fruits and vegetables remains key inflation drivers. After 2011 to 12, there was a slight declining in the price of protein, where fruits and vegetable, those items keep continuing the same inflation rate. What are the supply side challenges? Yes, first one is actually productivity issue. Second one is rising labor wages. Third one is stock level and price levels. Ultimately, weekend monsoons, weather changes. That is not in our hand. So if I talk about the productivity issues, Pulse's productivity is stagnant at rupees 600 kilogram per hectare for 15 plus years. Moreover, some states such as they have lower average productivity. So that is another thing. It was not uniform. That was the major issue. That is regarding the supply side. Another one is actually called a rising labor wages. Wages growing faster than productivity. See, with the day by day cost of wages, like labor that is that is getting increased. Similarly, stock level and prices. Low stock level correlated with the higher price rises. That is true. Adequate buffer stock can stabilize the prices. That is another thing. If you are maintaining the stock in a storage level, you can balance that. Then weekend monsoons, long-term decline in the average monsoon rainfall. That also happened. Less water available in normal years. Also variation in the weather change that is also affected on the production. So these are the supply side challenges. Basically, in this session, we discussed about a case study on persistent food inflation and RBI monetary policy responses. And we have identified the supply side challenges. Then shift in inflation. Earlier, it was left for sugar and cereals. Afterwards, after the year of 2008, it is driven by proteins, fruits, and vegetables. The persistence inflation reason also we have discussed. Then the conclusion, persistent inflation needs monetary policy action because the RBI has taken the monetary policy. They have controlled the monetary policy. They have taken the sufficient action. It is necessary to protect overall economic stability. Otherwise, our nations, the economy, our national economy go in an unstable condition. And maintain the balance between growth and price control is mandatory. RBI is taking the action. That is what the things are going smoothly. So in this case study, we have discussed about the basic information about one of the case study which is taken from the RBI, the persistent food inflation and the RBI monetary policy. Of course, the timely monetary policy has to be updated. It has to be revamped. Then only the entire economic system become stable. That is a conclusion which you can observe from this presentation. So if you are watching our channel first time, I request you to subscribe. Kindly share the video. Those who are working on MBA, VBA, and even economic subjects. those students will really make use of this video. Have a great day. I request you to like, share, and subscribe once again. Thank you all. Happy learning. Have a great day.